This video will be an introduction to Google Docs, and we'll see how this app can be used to easily write different types of lessons and assignments. From your main Google landing page, open the Apps and choose Docs. If Docs doesn't appear, click More, and it should appear on the expanded list. You can start a new doc from a blank page, or use one of Google's generic templates. The template gallery has lots of themes to choose from. I'll start with a blank page. The document starts out as untitled. You can click in this field to enter a title, or just start typing the title. When you click back in this field, the title is the same as what you typed as your first line. I'll click this icon to center the title. To change the page properties, I'll go to File, Page Setup. Here I can reduce the margins so that the worksheet can be as large as possible, and I'll change the orientation to landscape. I can also change paper size and color. Let's say this is an assignment that students will complete online by filling in parts of this doc. I need to be sure that students have everything they need on this page. I'll provide a website with content to read, and then I'll provide charts for students to fill in. For the top of this doc, I want a space for students to enter their name and date. Very simple. I'll move this line down, change the alignment back to left, and type name, then press enter, and type date, The title should be larger and bold, so I'll highlight it, make it bold, and increase the font. For the assignment itself, here's the website I want them to see, open in its own browser tab. I'll highlight the URL and copy it, then go back to my doc and paste in the link. The web link is created automatically, though it takes up a bit of room on the page. So I'll erase this, and instead I'll add a new line. Please read the story on this website. I'll highlight the two words, this website, click the Insert Link icon, and paste in the link here. Next, I'll write some instructions for the students. And last comes the chart where the students will enter their answers. I'll choose Insert Table and choose 5 rows and 3 columns. Each column needs a header, and I'll enter keywords, definition, and sentence. To make these headers bold, I'll highlight the entire row and click the bold icon. I'll also center each of these words. I can make this header row a bit larger by simply dragging the lower border down a bit. Now the words are no longer centered vertically, but I can change that by right-clicking in any cell and choosing Table Properties. In addition to text color and background color, and some other properties, here's where I can set the vertical alignment. I can also add some color to this header row. While the words are still highlighted, I'll use this icon to set the font color, and this one for the background color. These could be set in the table properties as well. Now say I left off one column, in which I want students to paste in a picture. I'll right-click anywhere in the last column and choose Insert Column Right. I'll add the new header, which automatically has the correct properties. If I want to make these cells larger, I can pull down the border for the bottom row to reach the bottom of the page. Then I'll select the 4 rows, right-click, and choose Distribute Rows. There's no need to save a Google Doc. It gets saved automatically every few seconds. Now I'll demonstrate a few other features of Google Docs. Say I want students to identify states on a US map. I'll scroll down to the next page and choose Insert Image. There are several ways to bring in pictures, from a computer or camera, but I'll choose to search the web. The Google Images search opens right here in the doc. I'll look for a US state map and bring in this one with no labels. I'll click Insert. When I click on this image, its default setting is Inline, which means that no text or images can be placed in this same spot. But I want to place letters on top of the map, so I'll change this to Wrap Text. To create the letters that will mark some of the states, I need to create each letter as a drawing. I'll choose Insert Drawing, then I'll choose Text Box. I'll drag the box, type the letter, make it red and bold and larger. Then I'll click Save and Close. Here it is in the doc, and I need to change this image to wrap text as well. Now I can move it into the right spot on the map. Once all of my letters are in place, I can add a title and instructions at the top, and a chart for students to write their answers. I can make these columns more narrow, and I can use table properties to remove all cell borders. The next feature I'll show is for math. I'll scroll to a new page and choose Insert Equation. Then I'll click where I want to start and click New Equation. I'll type x plus y equals 2, which is written in the italicized font of math equations. For symbols that aren't on your keyboard, you can find those in these categories here, such as square root or fractions. Press Enter after you type each number. The Tools menu has lots of helpful features, such as spell check and word count. If you want to get a word's definition, highlight it, then choose Tools Dictionary. The Explore tool enables you to do a web search right from your doc. If you click on a link, it'll open in a new tab. The Explore feature also enables you to directly cite a source. The citation marker appears wherever your cursor was placed. Explore can also be accessed from this icon down here. Voice typing is great for students who prefer to speak their words rather than type. Finally, Tools Translate Document is great for multilingual classes. Choose the language and set a new title for the translated doc. The new doc will have the same layout as the original. The translation may need some editing since Google doesn't always get it exactly right. If you want the English version to contain a link to the Spanish version, add the text you want for the link, highlight it, and use the link feature to add the link.